Hello, everybody. Welcome back to my live stream. This is Greg, K6EGG. I'm like looking in the wrong spot. Got the camera in a different area now. So anyways, I'm trying to get used to it. Got a few changes coming up here in the next week or so with the stream. Getting a couple new cameras. I already have one of them set up. It's actually a camera I had before. I just decided to plug it in. And also I'm upgrading the camera I'm talking into right now. You'll see a little bit of a different angle, which I'm trying tonight and tonight only. But I may stick with it for future live streaming. This is more head on, and I'm not like looking up like I was before. But we'll see how this goes for tonight. It is August 5th, 2021. So we're starting to head through getting into mid-August here, another week. I haven't been on for about 4 or 5 days. Looking forward to being back on tonight, and I'm hoping that some of the normal guys pop on here in the next couple hours. So enough about that. So let's do a little quick little thing here. I got a little outside cam now that you can see what's going on in my outside my house. Not that too big of a deal, but I figured just kind of add a little bit. And I'm also going to have an inside the shack cam that's not faced on me. It's going to be back behind me, which I'll probably get going sometime next week. With that being said, let's see if we get somebody on the radio here on 144-250. Let's get to some ham radio. How does that sound? So here we go. And this camera's not directly on here. And nobody watching. Why does it say no data? It says I'm streaming. I might have some few technical problems here, so before I get going, let's see if I'm up. It says I'm up. Looks like I'm up. Yeah, it looks like I'm up. Boy, this is all dirty. I gotta clean that up. Nobody watching right now. That's fine. I can actually run through some testing here. Why is this not centered? Is that too much? Now let's see if I go here. Yeah, see, I get too much. I get the computer. I'm going to eventually have to make some changes here. I don't want that much of my side room. Look here. So that's okay in that shot. It's too much. That looks okay. Let's go here. Oops. That looks okay there. Yeah, for you guys that are watching and girls, just running some new tests right now. Sorry about that. Audio cranked. What do you guys think? Anybody in the chat right now watching? Let's take a look here. I'm going to try to get some guys on here. Let's lose this right here. So what I'm doing right now is just doing a few little tests here. I got the outside camera. Not too extraordinary. I'm also going to add a camera inside the shack so you guys can get a little view of of my office from the inside. Not necessarily a camera pointed at me, but just wanted something a little different. I'm going to have to move this up here. So this go here. This is slide up just a tad. Make it a little smaller. All right. Probably looks a little better. What do you think? Nobody watching yet? Nobody watching. It's fine by me. I'll do some more testing. That so 2 and 5. I don't know what's going on with that. So once again, just doing some testing here tonight. I think a couple guys are gonna pop on here in a few minutes. I am looking forward to chatting with them. It's been since Sunday or so it's been about 4 days since I've been on the radio. Anybody new watching on the stream tonight, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Getting some data errors right now. Not 100% sure what's going on with that. But we'll see here. Bring in the radio here.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf monitoring 144-250 upper sideband from the beautiful city of Chino. Anybody else on frequency?
Doesn't sound like there's a whole lot of action here tonight on frequency. Called out a couple times, so I'm going to be doing some experimenting. A little bit of an experimental broadcast tonight. Then, got a couple new cameras for you guys just joining me here. Going to try them out. I actually may try flipping this camera and moving it on the other side of this computer. We'll see how that goes. Let's go here. Got the outside camera. Always cool. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf monitoring
146-520 city of Chino. Anybody out there on frequency? Actually, you know what? 250, 144, 250.
Not a whole lot going on here tonight. Maybe I'll play some YouTube action here. See if anybody pops on. Wish my thing was a little taller. My new antenna or
K6EGG WA6QXA. Keith calling. You out there?
There's Keith.
K6EGG here. Nice to talk to you again today.
Greg. How's your day?
I must admit, I'm pretty tired right now. I had a huge Mexican dinner tonight, and I got up at 4:30, so I'm about ready to pass out. I keyed with you.
I was going to say, that the Mexican meal on top of a long day will help tire you out.
Just put you over the edge. How's your wife doing?
Not bad. I mean, she finally, yesterday we got to go to the specials, and he reset her wrist, her arm, her wrist, put a cast on it and everything. Of course, they numbed it when they did it, even though she still could feel it. But today, a little sore because all that numbness is worn off and stuff like that. But she's doing all right. The fact that it's casted now and kind of supported and all that kind of stuff. So she's doing all right.
Good. I'm glad to hear. That's probably not a fun experience. I've had a couple different bones set, and it's not pleasurable.
I spoke to Fred today, and he said that Ron had an operation, I think he said last night or something like that, a hernia operation.
I thought I heard Ron out here calling for Fred right when I was coming on.
Maybe so, because Fred said that he needs to talk on the radio to keep his mind off of everything.
Oh, I'm sure he's having a lot of fun right now.
I think I remember talking to him, or you talking to him, that he was going to need to get it done, but talking to Fred today, it kind of snuck up on where it was kind of an emergency type of operation or something. Don't quote me on that, but something like that.
That's unfortunate, and I know how he feels.
Exactly. I mean, you went through this more than once, but just, a month ago maybe?
Yep, I'm up at the 6-week mark right about, just in a couple more days. Still having a fair amount of decent pain.
Not to change the subject, but has anybody else been out here since you've been on?
No, right when I was going on, I was testing out some stuff before I went on, and I heard Ron calling out for Fred, so maybe he'll come back. So I don't know if you're watching the stream, I'm kind of redoing my stream setup. I got a new camera on the way, and I have a tripod, and I utilized another one of my cameras, my USB cameras that was in my closet for a while for something, so you could see my backyard or whatever, just to see something a little different.
Yeah, I don't have my computer in here right now, but I'll turn it on in a few minutes. I have an iPad here. I'll flip it on my iPad. Very cool. Yeah. I talked to Fred today. I had to get a battery. He turned me on to this battery company that he used back when he had his trucking company and all that stuff. And the place was awesome. So I hit him up. I said, hey, well, if you're going to be around, I'm going to be like 5 minutes away from Signal Hill. It's right in that area. If you're going to be around, I'll talk to you up there. I'll go up there and talk. And he wanted me to test AB. He loaned me this antenna. I think it's the Diamond 7900. And so he wanted me to AB it with my, my 5/8 wave 2-meter antenna. And so we talked. At any rate, after that, stuff like that, I went on to stuff FM frequency and talked to somebody mobile in, no, I take that back. He wasn't mobile, but talked to somebody down there in South San Diego, Point Loma.
And that was on FM?
Yeah.
It's pretty good stuff. Yeah, I think it's been in lately. I know on Sunday night, I think you're on briefly, but some people were coming in pretty strong from San Diego, stronger than the guys that were local. So, yeah, something's going on with the, whatever it's called.
Yeah, I came in the tail end of that where I didn't hear that, but I heard your guys' conversation after the fact. So I was just kind of listening for a while, hear what you guys had to say. So, yeah, I heard about that. Do you ever have inadvertently your cables come loose or unplugged from all your little devices and stuff?
There's some loose connections in there and stuff, but nothing, nothing too drastic happens.
Every once in a while, I don't know how it happens, but like the mic plug comes unplugged from like my splitter, and I'll be talking and nothing's happening. My meter's going up and down as if I'm talking, but I'm not making any modulation with anybody. Then I'll look around and stuff like that. Oh wow, this thing's not even plugged in.
That's weird. Usually it should lock in there and it should stay. I've not had an issue like that at all.
And it could be, I got it on the ground. It could be I step on the cord or something like that. It comes loose. I don't know. But it's happened a couple times. So it's just something I need to be aware of and double check my cords on, a regular basis.
So when I talked to you about 7:45 this morning?
Yeah, just a hair before 8, I believe, right. And it's funny, like when you first came on, you were very scratchy, but by the tail end of our conversation, you hit me with an S7. So I don't know if you were already parked or you just were in a good spot, but your signal got much louder.
I think I just got on the other side of the 57, which kind of helped out a lot. I pulled into the stadium parking lot there to Anaheim Stadium.
Okay. Well, so I'll tell you real quickly, like what, I did that A/B test, my little my 5/8 wave antenna, 2 meter only, the $32 antenna. So Fred loaned me his 9700. Those things are like $110 antennas, right? They're 2 meter 440, and they're like, the gain's pretty good. I forget. They're definitely higher. Supposed to be higher gain than my 5/8 wave antenna. So we A/B'd them, and we first A/B'd them, and I was on pretty much full power, and it was like, couldn't tell the difference because I was just running too much power. So I dropped it to 2.5 watts. And guess what? The 5/8 wave antenna beat out the other antenna.
So what are you going to go with?
Well, I'm going with the 5/8 wave antenna anyway. He was just loaning that to me because he thought maybe I could, try it out and see what I thought and everything. But yeah, the 5/8 wave antenna is checking out better, so that's a good sign.
And is that for the mobile?
Yeah. It's a mobile whip. It's probably, what is it? I forget, but maybe 50 inches tall.
Yeah, I'm going to need to do something with my antenna on my car. I got to figure out something. I'm going to try to wait a little bit longer until I get a little more cash, but definitely want to get a little better mobile rig going.
Yeah, I know I've told you this more than once, but I'd love for you to get a sideband radio sooner or later because I know you would get out much further.
Yeah, I want to get a sideband radio, but I think I'm probably going to go with D-Star Mobile. I just think that might be a little more, I can probably have more conversation that way with it without having having a lot of wattage and power and stuff like that. Because that's my big problem right now with my car. I got to run it through the cigarette lighter adapter. So I can't put out full power on my radios. And with D-Star, I don't need a lot of power to get a signal into the either local repeaters or when I'm talking simplex.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like, how much watts do you think that you can put out in your car? Yeah, I take it you put it through your cigarette lighter?
I think I'm only putting out like 10 watts. I can only go to medium.
Oh, okay, wow. Well, then, yeah, maybe that's the way to go. What are you looking at? What is it called, the 5100? Or what would you be looking at?
Probably the 5100, but I'm probably gonna get a new radio. Or sorry, a new what's it called? Computer for my office before I'll do that. So it might be a year away.
Yeah, I just got a new computer a few weeks ago. A new MacBook Pro, laptop.
Did you get the M1 chip?
I did not. I got the other one, and the reason for it, believe it or not, the higher grade MacBook Pro still have the Intel chip. But the reason I did that mainly is because the M1 only has two, what do you call them? Like the plugs on the side where you put in like your USB type things and all that kind of stuff. Whereas the one with the Intel has four, and I need a bunch of those things. So I'm using, an external microphone, and I'm using a mouse, and you got to use one spot for the the electrical plug and so forth. Two's just not enough. My old one was only two, which was the Air, and which is the only time I ever even bought an Air. I'll never buy another one.
So Air is no good?
It lasted me only 2 years. The screen crapped out, and which was a $500 repair if I wanted to put that money into it. It's like, nah, I'm not putting $500 and buying a whole new. I'm going to get a MacBook Pro again because I need all those extra peripherals or whatever you call them.
Yeah, I right in front of me here. Actually, the two computers in front of me right here. My MacBook Pro. This thing is from 2012. Let me double check here. This thing's early 2012, and it's been across the country probably, probably 150 times. It's been to Hawaii probably about 25 times. Beaten through rainstorms, dropped many a times, and it's still going. So I got to say the MacBook Pro is pretty good.
Yeah. Definitely. And the fourth item I forgot to put too is the external camera that I use. So there's like 4 items I just told you about. So I was really struggling with just the other one. I had these things that would let me double up and triple up, but I don't like doing all that stuff. So yeah, my MacBook Pro I'm pretty happy with, and the speed difference is unbelievable, even though it's just 2 years newer than my old computer.
Really? That's kind of scary.
Well, it is the latest, fastest chip that they offer compared to 2 years ago, and I'm sure the Air has like the slowest chip compared to the one that I have, and then 2 years newer too. How chips are every year; they're like 10 times faster than the year before or whatever.
Yeah, I know what you mean. My PC or my iMac that I'm talking into for my stream is like 27-inch late 2012, 3.2, 5i5 core or whatever, and I think they have they're up to 10 core or something now, right?
Yeah, something like that. I'm really shocked that M1 is not their high-end MacBook Pro. It's their, lower level, meaning they don't, as I just explained, they don't have all the peripherals that the 4 has, that the other one has. So that kind of blew me away because I wanted to go that route, But when I learned that, it's like, nope, I'm not going to another computer that only has 2 of those inputs. That's just not enough for me.
Yeah, that's what I'm on the fence about because I really want to get a new iMac, but the M1 doesn't seem as powerful, at least in the midst of far as specifications compared to the Intel. But I haven't heard too many complaints. They run a lot cleaner and faster, so I don't know. We'll see.
Okay, yeah. How soon do you think you might get one?
That's the other thing. Do I want to wait till there's supposed to be an M1 Max coming out, or X coming out, I should say, sometime before the end of the year. So I don't know if I want to wait. The newer computer, iMac's only 24-inch, and I have a 27-inch, so it'll be a little bit smaller, although do I really need anything bigger? So that's another thing I got to think about. So I'm not sure.
Well, with the antennas, I know height is might, so speed's going to be important for you with what you're doing these days.
Computing power, definitely, yep.
But even like the new slowest ones are so much faster than some of the highest end ones just several years ago. It's not even funny.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I might have to go with that. Even the lower ends are definitely going to be faster.
Yeah, and just getting plenty of memory. Like I got plenty of memory. I think that was another thing. My memory, I think I've got 16 gigabytes of RAM memory, where the other ones with the M1 only had like 8. So, these are the reasons why I stepped it up and paid a little bit more money to have the nicer, the higher end computer.
How's the screen in the newer Macs?
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, I really wanted to get one this month, but we ended up getting a bed, which we really needed because my back's all torn up.
WA62XA for ID. Okay, well, yeah. You got to do what you got to do when it comes to that kind of stuff.
And K6EGG for ID. Anybody else on frequency? I didn't want to hog it all up. I apologize. I guess that would be a no. And for those of you watching on the stream, you could see the outside the shack cam. And then I accidentally talk it on the air. I apologize.
Sorry about that. I meant to just talk on the stream, but for those of you talking or watching on the stream, I got a new old camera pointed outside my shack to have an idea what my office view looks like. Obviously, my windows are closed, but you can see.
So yeah, I was hanging loose because I remember you said you're probably not going to be on until about 8, so I was just hanging loose. But I'm glad you texted me.
Yeah, I spaced. The game was actually earlier. I thought it was a 1 o'clock game, and it was an 11 o'clock local game. So everything got backed up 2 hours, but then again, it took twice as long to do everything, including get home. There was a freeway on the a fire on the freeway on the 91, so the 57 got packed.
Oh, that stinks. So, what was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something about is there like a guard or something that lets you in? I mean, you had that place to yourself. That was like unbelievable.
Oh yeah, definitely. Over at the guard shack, but it's the same guys that's been there for years, so they all know. Yeah, but it is kind of nice having the stadium to yourself, especially in the morning with the sun rising like that. It's very beautiful, the freshly cut grass and the birds chirping, the crows sitting there chomping on peanut shells.
I couldn't imagine being there by myself. That was like such a trip. Does that happen often?
Yeah, it happens all the time. I think Dodger Stadium to me in the morning or even at night when the lights start to go out, there's definitely a eerie type of a ghostly feeling. Same thing happened to me at Yankee Stadium when I was almost the only person in the stadium.
I bet, kind of a mystique, so much history and stuff. It was kind of a somewhat uninvisible day. I mean, I got the battery for my car, but with my wife's, injury and stuff, I kind of, between now and before I go back to school, I got to kind of hang out and kind of cater to her needs, So it's like, I feel like I didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Well, as long as everything's okay, I guess that's what really matters, right?
Yeah, and like maybe she broke one wrist and she sprained her other hand where it's pretty weak, Like she couldn't even like sign her paperwork the next day, so I was having to like forge for her, filling out the paperwork. But it's getting a little bit stronger day by day, So, hopefully in a week or so, if she has to drive herself to the doctor with one hand, she'll be able to do so. But at this stage of the game, I'm just taking her to and from everywhere.
That's pretty brutal. She's lucky she just broke the one.
Oh, tell me about it. I would have had to hire somebody, probably. Oh, hey, Don, how you doing? This is, Keith. We were on vacation. My wife took a fall, and...
Hey, Jack, how's it going tonight?
We had to cut our vacation
Welcome back
short.
to the stream.
I was supposed to be up there till Friday, and I came home Sunday. Yeah, roger that. Yeah, we were walking, and she tripped on a big bump right on the blacktop where we were walking, and yeah, it kind of messed her up.
Wow. Oh, that hurt. I broke my ankle up there, big there. And I lay there in the hospital till 10 o'clock at night before we could do surgery. But, hey, you got to be careful in those mountains.
Yeah. So check this out. So we came home. It happened Sunday about 8:30 in the morning on our walk. And so we got back home, and I started packing while she just was icing her wrist, right? And so I got everything. We got on the road.
Everybody watching on the stream tonight, this is Keith, WA6QXA, and it's Don. I think he's watching on the YouTube stream. He's down there in Orange County as well, or LA County, actually.
So the next day we went to the doctor's to try to get a referral because we have to go see a specialist. So finally got the referral Monday for her to finally get to go to the doctor's Wednesday. So she went 3 days without having that thing casted.
Oh, my goodness. That's probably started to hurt, right?
It was hurting, but Monday she did get kind of this brace type of a thing that helped out quite a bit in the meantime. And I guess the fact that it wasn't a cast too the first couple of days, she was able to continue to keep icing it and stuff like that. Because from what I understand, if the swelling's up, they won't cast it, So they had to reset it Wednesday from the specialist and then casted it and everything. So she's doing much better, although she's feeling more pain today than yesterday because they numbed her when they did all that reset, and now that's worn off, and they're messing with her wrist, so it's a little painful today, but she'll get over it, I'm sure. Fortunately, it's left-handed because she is right-handed. Not at the moment, but I'm thinking within a week because she sprang her. Unfortunately, she didn't break both hands, but wrist. But she sprang her right hand, so it's a little weak right now. But little by little, it's getting better all the time. So I'd say within maybe a week, she'll be able to drive no problem. Oh, yeah, Greg's out there. Say hi.
Hi, Don. Let me try to pull you in the preamp. I can barely hear you in there. Give it another try. Yeah, I got you in there a little bit with the preamp. It's kind of rough tonight, but it's good to hear you in there. What little I can. I can tell you that much. I didn't quite copy all that because of the conditions, but it's good to hear what I did. Real quick, I got up close to 5 a.m. You would have been proud of me this morning. But anyways, thanks again for checking in and streaming tonight as well.
Yeah, I talked to Fred today. I had to go get a battery. Fred turned me on to this really cool place in Long Beach, and he used to use them all the time with his trucking company and all. And so it's over here in Long Beach off of the 405 freeway. So I went there, and afterwards I asked him, "Hey, I'm gonna be at Signal. It's like 5 minutes away from Signal Hill, so I'm gonna go up there. Maybe we can talk." And we kind of AB'd two antennas. I had my standard 5/8 wave, whip antenna. Plus, he loaned me a Diamond 7900 antenna a few weeks ago, so we were able to AB them to compare them and see which one worked better.
And which one won?
Well, guess what? The $110 7900 antenna lost, and the $31 5/8 wave antenna won. It's pretty amazing. Yeah, they both were on the same mount. I unscrew and screw the other ones off. We started with full power, which was dumb because I was up on the hill, so both of them were like just pegging them, So I turned it all the way down to 2.5 watts, basically 5% of 50 watts. So it's roughly 2.5. And he said like I was two markings or whatever higher with the 5/8 wave antenna than I was with the other one. So yeah, that's the one I've been using for quite a while. I'm still pretty sold on that antenna. I never heard that. The only thing that I could tell you is, they're taller, so you got to be careful. You know what I mean? But I'm careful with it and stuff like that. If you have one of those kind of magnets that has the triple magnets, you can put anything on there because those things are strong. But I have not had any problems with mine. That's the only reason I could think of that. Otherwise, no, I get good SWR and everything, so I don't know what else was the reason. I wouldn't mind getting one of those triple magnet things, but man, I was wondering, like, number one, is it going to chip off your paint? And number two, can you pull those things off very easily?
Yeah, they can be pulled off. You mean by someone else stealing it or whatever? But always, in fact, they come with a little plastic base where they won't scratch your car, but usually that wears out, and I end up putting a paper towel or something that will keep it from scratching. But they do work. It's convenient, that's for sure.
Okay, no, I didn't mean by somebody stealing them, although that's a factor. No, but you can take it off if you want to, because I typically take my antenna off if I'm someplace for a long time, like a strange place, or even sometimes, at night at my house, I'll take the mag mount off so it can't get stolen,
Is your driveway down alongside your house, or does your driveway face the street?
It's perpendicular to the street. Does that make sense? Yeah, no, I don't have a 3-car garage. I have the second one. Long driveway that goes to a 2-car garage in the back that's detached. It's happening here too. Happening everywhere. It's like crazy. Especially, I guess, Hondas, Priuses, I guess, are a biggie, and maybe some Toyotas. I'm saying same thing's happening here, mainly Hondas and Toyotas. Like Priuses are a biggie, I guess, that they're hitting.
Yeah, I've heard of those, and I guess there's a good resale value or something, or they get money from them.
It's hard to believe that they can go in there with a sawzall in the middle of the night, no bean, you can't hear them, and they can get in and out of there before they get caught. It's crazy.
I've seen people with their ring cameras, and they even jack the car up to get in there where they can get to it quickly. So they got those little jacks on rollers. They run it up, they jack it up. We got a battery-operated mosquito sawzall, and he can get out of there in 2 or 3 minutes. And they usually do it at 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how people like what they do. Yeah. A lot of people don't want to do an honest living these days. All right, good talking to you, Don. You take care. 73 WA6QXA. Back to Greg. You still out there?
I'm still out here, barely conscious. That the cheese enchilada is starting to get to me. I'm like, oh, I want to just like lay down and enjoy the cold air blowing on my face from the AC.
So instead of coming out here at 8, hopefully you'll make it till 8, huh?
I'll make it to 8. I got to flip back over the nights the next couple days, so.
Say that again. Do you work tomorrow night?
Yeah, I got to flip back to nights. I'm going to probably have a late night tomorrow and a late night on Saturday, and then next week's pretty much all mornings. So I'll be actually probably be on streaming a lot next week because I'll be off at a decent time.
Well, I got next week off, and then the week after back to work.
Oh boy, I heard you have to wear diapers still.
You know, like when you were talking to Dunn, even your signal dropped quite a bit. It's kind of climbed back up. Am I loud enough for you?
Yeah, you're about an S5. You're fine. Definitely conditions are changing as it gets a little darker, and I can go to my outside cam and show the conditions outside as well.
You probably run a little power. You're going to be about an S6. I'm not running any extra power right now.
You sound just fine without any power.
Okay, good. I don't mind running it when I need it, you know, especially to get to talk to you, but I don't like running it if I really don't have to.
I don't know. I kind of like running my power. That in case if somebody new outside the normal area here, they can jump in maybe.
I kind of do this little thing. Like, you might be at work, right? And so I'll go on the call station. I want to see if somebody is out there to talk to. And so I'll say, W6EGG, you out there? I'll run my power full blast. And so if anybody's out there as far as who knows what, they'll hear me. Maybe I'll say, you know, no contact on, and then I'll sound like I'm listening, blah, blah, blah. And it works a lot, you know, where somebody will come back to me to say hi.
WA6EGG?
What did I say? Did I say the wrong thing?
Yeah, you said W6EGG, I think.
Yeah, you did get your extra, didn't you?
Sure.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I'm not thinking right. But no, I'll call like you or somebody I know that's not on there. Or sometimes I'll call a friend to see if he's actually on there. But it's not that I'll run it by full power just to get going to see if anybody else is out there to kind of start a conversation possibly. K6EGG. Hey, is that Gabe?
Yeah, Kilo Oscar 6 November here. How you doing, Greg? How you doing, Keith?
Yeah, doing good. Greg, you able to hear Gabe okay?
Yeah, he's coming in pretty good.
I'm only putting out, it's just 80 watts, that's all. That's good. Yeah, I'm checking out the stream. It looks like S2 maybe, but that's okay. If you can hear me, I'm good.
You're readable. That's all that matters, right?
That's right, that's right. Hey, Keith, that 5/8 2-meter wave antenna that you use on your car, what make is that?
I want to say it's a Diamond. I don't have the model handy, but I can look it up and let you know, but I'm pretty sure it's a Diamond. It's like a $32 antenna.
Yeah, does that have any type of loading coil on it, or is that just a whip?
Just a whip, not even a coil. And it's probably close to 50 inches, you know? So it's pretty durable.
Have you ever checked out to see if that is resonant on 6 meters?
No, never have. And it's only 2 meters, so I've tried it on 440, and it's like, no, not good enough SWR to even bother.
Yeah, but I was reading something up, and someone said that a 5/8 wave is a quarter wave on 6 meters. I just saw that today. I haven't had a chance to do the calculations yet, but that'd be interesting if you got if you can operate on 2 and 6 meters with that antenna.
Well, now you got my wheels turning.
Yeah, I know. I'm really. I got this wild hair about getting 6 meters back in my car, so I may wind up putting my 7100 back in and take my 5100 out.
Well, if you want to try out my antenna, you have an antenna. I'm sorry. You have a mount where I can unscrew it or screw it on, right? I'll let you try it out and see if it does work.
Yeah, we can maybe do that sometime. I'm in my garage. I've been checking out my garage, and I got a couple of 6-meter antennas in there that I used eons ago. So I have to do an inventory of all the stuff I got in there. But yeah, I just got stuff going through my brain about getting 6 meters back in the car. So anyway, that's a dime. I'll look in the HRO catalog and check it out. So how you doing? Are you back from Big Bear, or you're about to go to Big Bear?
Yeah, we left Friday, my wife and I came back early, which was Sunday. I was supposed to be there till Friday, tomorrow. But on Sunday morning, my wife and I took a walk, and she fell, and she broke her wrist, so we are back.
Gosh, I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it's not too complex of a fracture, because sometimes, when you break bones in your wrist, they can be, they can take a while to heal.
Yeah, I seem to have a really good specialist that she's seeing, and he reset it and cast it and all that other kind of stuff. So she's got an appointment in a week to see how things are going and everything. So hopefully we're
starting to get a little dark out there here in Southern California. Conditions start to get a little junky right around sunset on 2 meter for me. At least the last couple weeks here, excuse me, in the summer. In the winter, it was totally opposite, where the signals were kind of getting a little bit better. So very strange stuff. It's getting a little windy as well. Nice clear night, though, here in Southern California, I might say. This is Greg, K6EGG. Anybody new to the stream, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get to 200 subscribers by the end of this month of August. We're getting close. We're only 7 away. Then I'm going to try to get another goal of hitting 500 by the end of the year, which probably is not obtainable, but it's worth a try. But I appreciate everybody watching and continuing to support the channel. I'm not trying to sell anything or anything like that, so just out here promoting ham radio as a whole. This is Greg, K6EGG.
No argument at all. She just tripped on, we were on the blacktop there, and they had some construction area where it was like, there's some high points.
Might as well just talk to you on this thing, Jack. Yes. D-Star is an exclusion to Icom. I almost said Yaesu. Yaesu has Fusion, and Motorola has P25 for their digital modes. Some of the micro nodes and what are they called here? The Wi-Fi hotspots, they're cross-modable, which means you can go in analog and come out D-Star, come out Fusion, go in Fusion, come out D-Star. So you can switch that around that way to get into it, kind of cheat into a node if you want to that way. I have not done that, but Denny, one of our guys on frequency KN6 KNE, he travels for a living. Excuse me, Mexican food got to me, and he travels with a hotspot. I think it's hotspot 3 it's called, and it changes. He talks in, he has a Yaesu HT, he talks in on Fusion, and it comes out on D-Star. He could program what's it called? I'm listening to them on my headphones too. He could talk into his node, into his hotspot, and then put it into another node, and it will come out D-Star. So that has worked. We've actually done it on the stream. He was in Boston one night, talking into his hotspot, and then I know maybe a week later he was in the Charlotte, I believe. So yeah, that was Denny KN6KNE. Check out his QRZ page, the thing for Facebook, or it's basically Facebook for ham, and type in those call letters again, KN6KNE. His name's Denny. Good dude. He's out here probably once a week or so. I've talked to him, I think, last week. Check that out. Feel free to ask any questions. I'll try to answer them best I can. I'm not a true professional amateur radio operator, so that's why it's amateur, because not everybody knows everything, although they may sound like it.
That QSO into my logging program, and then I checked out that guy's website, and he uses Logbook of the World, and so do I. So I downloaded my log and checked it a couple of days later, and that QSO was verified. So I got a electronic QSO on it. Then I sent the guy a email saying, hey, you're gonna, because on his webpage he said that he didn't do paper QSL. So I sent him an email saying, hey, would you, if I sent you my QSL code, would you send me yours? So he said, yeah, I'll do it. So I sent him a QSL card, and I probably might get it, either later this week or early next week. But once I get that, I'm going to send him another email and tell him, hey, on the ARRL magazine, QST, there was a column called World Over 50 Megahertz, and they, talk about stuff like this on 6 and 2 meters. So have you talked to the ARRL about them getting them to mention this contact, and we'll see where it goes from there, because I want to make sure this thing is legit.
That's right. You're a part of it. That'd be pretty amazing if it all shakes out.
Yeah, and there were some pictures, some satellite pictures of all these fires in the Midwest, and you could convincingly put the story together. I mean, there have been.
And as the sun starts to go down here in Southern California, as it's getting a little darker than it was a few minutes ago, conditions are going down as well for a little bit. Then once the sun completely goes down around 8:15 my time, that'll be 11:15 Eastern time. Conditions will probably start to get a little bit better. In fact, be really good. So pretty interesting on 2 meter, at least in the summertime.
Yeah, well, I know that Alex has talked to Hawaii on 2 meters, he's told me. I'm sure he has some pretty good beams and stuff like that, but he's talked on there. But so fires, would that help the propagation situation?
Well, they do cause disturbances in the atmosphere, and apparently these fires were so intense they were getting up to like 20,000 feet or something like that. And you're going to need something up that high at an altitude in order to have that troposphere ducting or bending or whatever you want to call it. So that would help, I think. But I'm not an expert on these things, so I'm not going to pretend to know that that's a definite in any way. But it is feasible. And I have heard about between meteors do something like that because they cause smoke and ionization in the air. And I imagine fires can do something similar with certain circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, with certain conditions, a lot of things are possible. It's kind of freaky, but certain things are possible.
Yeah, that's true. It's a strange world. I mean, just look at all we've gone through. A year and a half ago, you never would have thought there'd be a pandemic, and look at all the crazy stuff that has happened since then. I mean, who knows? Maybe some trees that had coronavirus caught on fire, and what do you know? We got DX on 2 meters.
That's a good one. I mean, this is unbelievable, but I think I told you this. I was in
trees with coronavirus.
One day
half the zoo in San Diego has it.
I came back.
Half the zoo animals in San Diego has coronavirus, from what I saw in the news last couple of days.
Fred was on the air at the same time too, because Fred and I were talking to him. Fred could not hear this guy, and I could. So I don't know if that was legit or not, but it kind of sounds like it's possible too. I was mobile,
several soda stations that work the guy. One guy, one soda station on Kenner Peak, yeah. He claimed to be working a rubber duck with 1.5 watts, and I couldn't hear him, but that guy could hear him. And on that stream, 14652 could hear him too. So anyway, what else is going on? Any projects you're contemplating?
No, I started back to work in a little over a week, and I'm kind of just keeping myself available for my wife because she's kind of a little bit handicapped right now, so that's kind of been
Now,
taking my
if
time.
you were watching there, I had to slide a couple KCs up for some reason. I don't know why.
The thing is still tender from the injury.
Yep, some cats, some big cats at least got it down at San Diego Zoo. You could probably type in on your search engine San Diego Zoo coronavirus and it'll pop up. Once again, I don't know if you saw, I changed, I moved up a couple KCs. Conditions are getting a little weird, so it starts sliding around on frequency, which is strange, but it happens from time to time.
If she tells me what to do.
More so on 2 meter than
Yeah,
anything.
she's like retired, basically. You know, she doesn't work. And so, you know, the fact that she's injured, it's not going to affect work or anything. She just has to take it easy, you know, and everything, and heal.
All right, very good, very good. Alrighty, so let's see, I think it was last night or the night before, like San Diego was booming into here, you know, and then the day that New Hampshire thing happened, there was there was a guy 5 miles north of the border, you know, he was south of San Diego, and I had a really strong QSO with him, so the bands have been, you know, 2 meters has been acting up lately, so hopefully they'll keep up for a little while longer.
There's your news story for you on the COVID for the animals there.
He was in Carlsbad talking off a mobile rig.
This one looks like they had 6 of those cats, and I think I saw some
Signal Hill.
Saw some other animals catch it on another report. I think it was KUSI, local station in San Diego. Yep, very crazy. Very, very interesting.
I wasn't really moving my needle, but I could hear every word he said, so we had, you know, a little conversation too.
Okay, so you're going to Signal Hill. Is that, do you go by where that city hall or that town center is? I think it's like Cherry or something like that?
No, I stay on the east side. So I go up, what would that be called? Temple, I think it is, to the street called Hill. And I go up the hill, actually, which is the name of the street, until I get to the stop sign. And then I turn right, and I park on the right side about equivalent to a block. And there's like this kind of like the statue thing on the right, on the side of the street. I park kind of close to that thing. That's where and that way I'm kind of facing eastbound and everything, because that's where most of my conversations come up anyway, so it's kind of a good spot for me. And I'm probably 20 feet from the peak of the hill, so it worked out pretty well.
And as we're getting closer to sunset, it's getting a little more darker. I think sunset's at 8:02 here local. I have to double check, but Gabe is almost non-existent on my signal here.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, so I'm on the other side. I'm on the east side of the hill, and a little closer to my house and everything, so it works out well.
Okay.
Actually, official sunset has already happened.
The only thing I've heard negative about Mount Wilson, sometimes you have issues.
It may be twilight at 8:15 will change conditions a little more. I guess we'll have to see here.
Right up against Mount Wilson, but any height, I'm sure you're going to be able to do pretty well, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I can see 2 meters. Anything in the VHF.
Sorry about that. Bad key. I got a bunch of little keys here, so. I can switch it to that, just like that. Doing some upgrades this weekend, and I have a new Sony camera, an A6000 that's I'm looking into right now that will be changed to, opposed to this $20 camera here that's actually not that bad, but it'll be much clearer. The background will be not as grainy. You can actually still read the shirt here. Bacon. Love bacon.
I don't have the stream on right now, so I don't know what's going on his end, but I know he's tired. He got up early and worked along, and then he had a heavy meal, he told me, so he might not make it too long tonight.
Oh, okay.
You didn't spook me.
What symbols? What do you got? Beryllium, copper, and something else in that shirt? What are those elements you got?
It's whoa, Kaylee, careful. It spells out bacon. I don't know if you're watching still. Bacon.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm sorry I interrupted your conversation with your daughter.
No, no problem. She was just trying to scare me, which I ask her not to do all the time.
And I'll be right back. This is Greg, K6EGG. Stream will continue going.
Well, I guess it's just me and you, Keith.
Okay. Hey, but anyway, if you want to try out that 5/8 wave 2-meter antenna to see what it works on 6 meters, if it does work, I'm totally game, because I'd be curious myself. Yeah, the standard mount, not the end mount or whatever they call them.
So it's basically like a screw that you just screw in, right? It's not a UHF mount.
Yeah, I guess that's what you call it. Right. I put it on my mag mount.
Okay. All right, well, it's something to consider. Thanks for the offer. When you come over, I can show you, the repeater and that antenna.
Yeah, I mean, and if you don't have the right stuff, I could just whip off my mag mount and put it on your vehicle, if we do it out of your house or whatever.
Okay. Well, let me, like I said, give me a little bit of time. I got a couple of things going on right now. I'll let you know, and we can definitely check that out. But thanks for that offer. We'll definitely check that out sometime.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no pressure either. Just let the offer stand.
Hey, did you ever download your 7100 settings so you could be able to shoot that over to me sometime? Because I'm working on my 7100 now. I'm trying to put together the settings and the memories to where I'm covering the simplex frequencies, and I got some of the D-Star repeaters in there and all that. So I might get that done by the end of the week, or probably next week. It might be ready to be, I'll say published, but it might be ready for prototyping. Yeah, it would be a beta build, yeah.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Are you including Keller Peak D-Star?
Yeah, I got that in the 2 meters. I'm going to focus mainly on 2 meters because, if you got that 5/8 wave, and I'm going to, I just think that focusing on 2 meters would be just a little bit better. But yeah, Keller Peak would be in there. Are there any other repeaters you can think of that for D-Star you might be interested in?
Do you already have Santiago Peak? I forget.
Yeah, that's in there. The only problem with Santiago is that it is a Papa Systems thing, but I guess that doesn't matter. Yeah, Santiago will be in there.
Yeah, I mean, I guess just to have it. Somebody says switch over there, but not abusing it and stuff like that, since I don't plan on paying my dues.
Yeah, with the memories, with the radios nowadays, even the 7100, they've got so many memories in there It just you just load them up, and then you have a couple of banks that you pick those memories out of and put there, and that's what you use. And like with that RT system software, you can actually go to one of those repeater books and download all the repeaters you want, and you might never use them, but at least you have them in case you do need them.
Yeah, especially if you do some traveling, I went to St. George a couple of months ago, that kind of a thing. That's where that kind of stuff comes in handy.
Absolutely. All right. So, send me over your file sometime, because if I were to send you mine, you'd have to change all my settings and my call sign and all that stuff. So take a dump and just shoot me the file.
Okay, so remind me what I need to do. Download the file onto actually it's already downloaded into the SD card, right? And load that to my computer and email it to you. Is that what I need to do? Kind of remind me what I need to do.
Okay, now when we did this the last time, you downloaded it onto the memory card and then stuck that into your computer, into your 7100, and then you put that file on your computer and then you emailed it to me. Is that what happened?
Hey, James, sorry about that. I had a quick phone call. Can you repeat?
So so I sent you the file and you put it on an SD card, then you put that in your 7100, and then you loaded it into your computer, into your 7100 thing, right? Or did you use the cable? Did you actually plug? Yeah, I don't think you actually got the cable to plug it in, did you?
Nope, I used the SD card, and then I emailed you the file off of that or whatever.
Okay, so just go into the settings, go to SD card, and just say download. Hold on a second here. Right, so you hit set, and then you go down to SD card, and then you hit load settings. I'm sorry, you put save settings, I'm sorry. And then you touch new file, and then, it'll just give you the date, and you just say, enter, and then I'm not going to hit that here, but you hit enter, and then it might ask you, load save settings and something like that. But you just do that, and then take that memory card out, and then in the settings folder, you'll see that file, and then just take that file, drag it onto your desktop, and then just email me it, and I'll do what I can.
Okay, I just took notes of what you said, so if I struggle, I'll let you know. But I took notes of what you just said, so I'll be able to do that again for you.
Okay, and I really would like it if you became a power user of the RT system software, because it really is pretty cool stuff. Anyway, no big deal. I remembered that with the 7100, Icom actually wanted you to pay for that software. I couldn't believe that. That's why I bought the RT systems. But yes, it's the only way to fly. And if there's anything you want specific in there, let me know. And then I can just roll it in there. This is just going to be a copy and paste from my file to your file, so it won't be any big deal. Because you remember the last time we did this, it only took me 20 minutes to shoot that file over to you.
Yeah, Roger, I remember that. And I think I can't remember because I haven't done D-Star on the 7100 for a while, but I think you actually included a couple of those St. George repeaters. But yeah, you know what? When it comes to that RT software, I bought it for my computer, and I tried calling. I was struggling because I'm not very good at Excel, and I called the help 2 different times. The first time, the guy ended up hanging up on the guy because he was just being a real jerk to me. And the second time I called, I actually got the same guy, and I said, hey, we need to have a do-over, you know, because last time you were like no help to me whatsoever, but let's try this again. And I still struggle. So what I need, maybe this is something I can do, is like maybe come to your house sometimes. You can kind of walk me through it one time, and that would help me out. That's how I'm best at learning that way, or through videos and stuff like that.
Okay, that's not a problem. Yeah, I did find 1 or 2 good videos on that program, so I'll shoot you the link for those videos. And hey, did you get a couple of days ago I sent out an email to you and a bunch of the other guys. Did you have a chance to check that out? That book, the VHS DXing book?
I don't think so. I'll have to look at that. See, I have that special email just for ham radio, and I don't open it up every single day. But now that you mention it, I'll go into it and take a look at it. Thanks.
Yeah, you know, there's on Groups.io. There's a 9700 users group, and I get the emails. I must get like 10 emails a day on it, and some of the stuff I'm just not interested in it at all, but some of the stuff is really interesting. And one guy had a PDF of this book that was published back in the mid to late 90s, and it was written by an English chap, so there's a lot of reference there to like 50 and 70 megahertz and all that stuff, because they have the 70 megahertz band over there. But it was very interesting. It explains propagation and a whole bunch of other stuff. And he's got circuits that you can build to do this and that. And of course, most of the stuff is out. A lot of that circuit stuff is outdated now because, of course, the radios are a lot better now. But it was interesting. I'm gonna, I'll plow through it at some point. But I thought that the propagation aspect of it might be something that we're all interested in. This is Kilo Oscar 6 November.
WA6QXA. Cool. I'll definitely check it out. That sounds very interesting. And, I've checked out many videos of the RT software, and there was one that was pretty good, but they were doing it on here's the problem, they were doing it on the PC, and I have the back version, and they look differently, and some of the features they had on it, I didn't have, and everything like that. So again, that was like screwing me up. But I've watched many of them trying to like get better at this kind of thing. So I'm just a slow learner at certain things, I guess. I'm not very good at Excel, I'll tell you that much at all right now.
Oh yeah, now I remember you sending me those screenshots, and it did look different. It definitely looked different than the Windows version of it. So yeah, that could definitely be an issue, and I'm sure that they did not put as much time into the iOS version as they do with the Windows version.
I think you're right, and it's kind of new too. That thing, I think I was one of the first ones to get it, or it had only been out for a few weeks. Man, we should just spring for the $25 and buy the PC version. I got a PC now. I got a little PC laptop, so maybe that's what I should do. Now, let me ask you this though. I remember you telling me on the 9700, you said don't bother with the RT software. Am I remembering you right?
Yes, that's right. Just go with the Icom programming software they have available. It's the best of the Icom programming software that I've seen so far. And so have you upgraded your radio to the 1.31 firmware version?
Okay, I upgraded about a month ago, and I can't remember if that's 130 or 131. I know there's a new version that just came out maybe a week or so ago, and I have not done that one yet. So I don't know if we're up to 1.32 or where we're at right now. So I don't know if I'm up to date to the one that you're referring to or not.
Yes, it's 1.31 now. It's the latest version, and you're right, they just did that a couple of weeks ago. So, the biggest feature I like about it is the fact that when you tune out of your band scope, the scope switches automatically, and it's almost, instantaneous. instantaneous and almost seamless, so that you don't have to, watch a blank screen while you're tuning out of the band scopes range.
So that's a new feature from .31 from .30. Didn't have that?
I think when they went from .30 to .1, I think that's when they did that, yeah. They also upgraded that on the 7610, which I really use the 7610 band scope a lot more than I use the 9700 band scope.
So how long have you had the new upgrade? Just a couple of weeks, or how long have you had it?
Just a couple of weeks. I was checking. On that users group, they were talking about 1.31, so I upgraded it within a week after it was released.
Okay, and everything's up to snuff, because that's kind of the reason I was hanging loose, to make sure everything's working just fine before I did the upgrade.
Yeah, because you're going to have to. The programming software is version 1.31, and that's going to have to. So what you need to do, if you're going to go all the way, is upgrade your radio to 1.31, and then download the upgraded programming software, and then everything is up to snuff.
Okay, very good. Good information. Thanks for that.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, just go to Icom and just download that, and then open it up. And then download. You're gonna have to get that USB cable that we talked about, way back when. With the semi-round plug going to the radio, and then your regular flat plug going to the computer. Once you get that done, it'll be a piece of cake.
No, I think I got two of those. That's like the same type of thing that you use on a printer, right?
Yeah, that's right. A lot of appliances, use that, yeah.
Yeah, I got two of those laying around, so I'm good there, so I already have it.
Okay. And then you also have to download the USB driver if you don't have it in there, too. So if you go to the website, it tells you how to do that. The manual tells you how to do that, too. So anyway, I think I just saw Greg walk back to his microphone. I see his smiling face now.
Nice. Hey, Greg, you back? We've been keeping the frequency warm.
Copy. Yeah, I'm just taking a little vitamin E right now. But, yeah, I'm back.
Gabe, somebody's calling you.
What type of little fluid do you have in that bottle?
Hey, Greg, Gabe, somebody's calling you, I think.
K6N, anybody calling me?
Yeah, K6EGG, AJ60. How you doing this evening, Gabe? I have a question for you.
Sure, Curtis. Hey, good to hear you. Go ahead.
So you have a D-Star repeater at your house, right?
I have a D-Star repeater. That's
Wish
correct.
those guys were both coming in better.
The call sign's November 6th, Charlie Yankee Papa. And if you go to QRZ, there's a web page there that explains it. And if you have the
Beautiful sunset on the first night of the Ham Shack Cam.
It'll pop up on that too.
And anybody in the chat or watching online, feel free to jump in, say hi. Jack's in there. I don't know if he's still in there, but Feel free, jump inside the chat, say hi, where you're from, where you found us. If you're new, definitely hit the subscribe button as well. This is Greg, K6EGG.
So if you ever, with your hotspot, if you go over to 14 Charlie, you can give me a call. And usually when I'm in my shack, I got the radio on, and that's one of the, and I'm monitoring or scanning the frequency of the repeater. So there's a good chance you might be able to get me. Back over to you there, Curtis. Yes, that's right. But from my experience, the best thing to do is just to have a memory in your radio program that'll make your hotspot link to reflector 14 Charlie. And then so you chunk it and it's linked to 14 Charlie, and then you go back to your CQ memory, and then you just give me a call or just ask for a QSL on 14 Charlie. That would be the best, in my experience. That would be the best way to do it.
Really bumming I can't hear Curtis tonight. Got some not so good conditions. I almost said a bad word, but I caught myself. Very good. I was very close to saying that bad word.
and right around that same time, you know, on top of the VA in Long Beach, the club I belong to has a repeater. And I was talking to somebody on it, and I had heard some, you know, a repeater, every now and then breaking my squelch. So I was about to sign with this guy, and this guy pops in and says, "Hey, what repeater is this?" So it turns out that so I told him it was, you know, the VA repeater, the Long Beach repeater on top of the VA. And apparently there's another repeater in Santa Barbara on the same frequency pair. And he was coming in like gangbusters. He said that he could hear everything on our QSO in Santa Barbara, and when he was coming in without any white noise at all into the Long Beach repeater. So there were some weird things happening that day. I had a QSO with a guy down in just 5 miles north of the border earlier that morning. So that was over 100 miles on 2 meters, and it was FM too. So there's some weird stuff happening.
Hey, anybody new joining us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're on, I try to come on about 3 times a week here on 146.250 on YouTube, as well as float around D-Star a little tiny bit. So love to have you on board. Anybody new also, jump in the chat, say hi, tell us where you're at and where you found us. Would much appreciate it. This is Greg, K6EGG. We're listening to AJ60 and KNS. Hold on a second. I'm a little tired today, so I'm a little out of it. Listen to Gabe, K06N. We're talking about D-Star in Southern California. It sounds like Curtis got a new hotspot there. I'm just fiddling around my paperwork here in my ham shack. Got a new outside camera, although it's pretty much completely dark outside, so I guess that's going to be no good. Sounds like they're going to go to D-Star right now, so we're going to lose them here. This is Greg, K6EGG.
We'll talk to you later. WA6QXA on the side.
Yeah, I wish I could join you guys there. I'm sorry, I keyed with you, Keith.
I said, why can't you? You're not invited?
Didn't sound like it. Although they probably wouldn't mind my presence, but I don't have anything that I can't hit his repeater, and I don't know how to change reflectors on repeaters.
Yeah, you and I got to figure this stuff out on these 9700 so we can use our radios like we're supposed to be used. You saw the features on it. I'm still puzzled on that one myself.
Gabe is the man. He talked me into getting my D-Star repeater working, or not my repeater, but me talking into a repeater. He nailed it the first time. So if anybody, he would be the guy. So maybe we should do a roundabout and have him maybe give some more demonstrations on the radio, and maybe we can get some stuff going with it.
WA6QXA here. Yeah, he is the man. He helped me with my 7100 and loaded a bunch of frequencies, D-Star frequencies in for me. He walked me through every step to download this thing, put it on my SD card, email it to him. He put the files in, emailed it back to me. I was able to put it on my SD card, throw it in my 7100, and get a bunch of frequencies working on D-Star. He was telling me earlier today, I don't know if you were listening at that point in time, he's got some more frequencies that he has loaded up, and for me to do it again, he'll give me all the new frequencies on my 7100. So he's the man when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like I said, he got me going. So I eventually would like to get a hotspot. I would eventually like to get that 55, 52 I think it's called, the HT, the Icom HT. And I would eventually like to get a 5100 for my car. It's going to take another year or so, but that is my goal at this point.
Okay, yeah. Well, that's two different radios right there. Yeah, I think I told you this, and you probably know it anyway, but Fred's got one of those 5200s. Sorry, 5100s.
Yeah, I heard a guy in a local repeater, actually the last couple of days, talking about, how they're going over to D-Star and stuff, so I would definitely like to be a part of that. I wasn't talking to him on the repeater, I was just listening, but yeah, I think that would be pretty cool to hop on there. And I think they're talking to a couple people, and I think that particular repeater was hooked into a Florida reflector system down there, repeater system down there.
Yeah, see, if I had like the Keller Peak repeater programmed in my radio, I could have talked to you that quite easily. I mean, we were able to talk on sideband, but I wasn't real loud to you. But you said you could still hear me pretty well, or anyway, hear what I had to say. But if we were on the Keller Peak D-Star thing, we've been probably going in loud and clear with each other.
Oh yeah, I could probably talk to you all the way home too. So, and all the way to work. So, wouldn't be that much of a big deal.
What was weird is like when Curtis was talking, I turned my iPad on, and what was weird is my radio was way louder with Curtis than getting to hear it on the iPad. I mean, like it seemed like he was coming in very strong on your side. I don't know why.
He's probably on his beam, my guess. I know he says when he talks to me normally, he goes vertical. When he talks to you guys, he'll run his beam depending on how conditions are, and that's happened before. Bummer because I wanted to hear him.
Couldn't even hear him?
Well, you saw what you heard on the pad is what I hear.
He was hard to hear. I heard him fine. He was low. I mean, he wasn't even moving my meter, but I could hear him just fine. Here's what I find, same as you. He's louder with the vertical for me, but here's the funny thing is Fred and I live like 5 miles away from each other basically, and evidently the beam works better for those two. So it's kind of strange how that works.
That's some freaky stuff there. But I mean, conditions and how your antenna's set up and grounding, radios, anything. Keep in mind, I mean, he's pretty far away and he's over on the other side of the hill, so that he might be bouncing off some weird stuff to get signal into your area. So, a mile or two, even a foot or two will make a difference.
Funny thing is that the 17-foot antenna works better than the 24-foot antenna coming down here. But he tells me that the 24-foot antenna works really great talking to people like Palmdale and Lancaster and that kind of stuff, because I think it's more level ground, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I've heard that from him. I remember him talking about that. And I'm going to be right back. I'm just going to go downstairs real quick and grab another ice-cold Arrowhead water.
Alrighty, yeah, I'm going to step out for just a quick minute and get a refreshment myself, and I'll be back in just a couple, too. So, W86QXA, I'll be on the side.
K6EGG, I'm going to be right back in about a minute and a half.
WA6 Quebec X-ray Alpha KN6 West. KN6JG, yeah, KN6 West.
What can I do for you? Norway 6, Juliet, 6JGI.
You're off frequency. You must have turned your radio on.
No, I turned it on. It was on the same thing where it was last night.
It ain't in the same spot.
Was it this 250?
Now it sounds the same spot.
No, I got it tuned to you. If somebody comes on, you just tune to them.
I know, but I keep it on the same frequency. I don't retune. I stay on the same spot all the time. I never touch it out. But anyway, you remember those 1.2 beams you made for me with the 24 elements on it?
Yeah.
I don't got no brackets attached to the boom.
Not my problem.
Well, I didn't say it was your problem. Well, HRO don't got the bracket. Where am I get those brackets from?
You make them.
I gotta make. See, if you made the back end, if you made it 2-3 inches longer, but you were so tight on the metal, I could attach it right there. So now I'm gonna have to attach it up a little further. Okay, is that gonna ground? Now I gotta be on a plastic mask. I can't ground it out or what?
I don't know what you're talking about. I made you two mounts.
All right, this is Greg, K6EGG. Kind of a quiet. Scoot over a little more to get into more of a camera shot here. Kind of a quiet night here on frequency. A lot of the normal guys out, but just kind of in and out. Anybody new to the stream, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Love to have you a part of things. Maybe we can jump on D-Star eventually. Would love to chat with you on the radio at some point. So this is Fred KN6OS and N6JJ. Excuse me, N6JJI Alex. Talking about grounding.
You can be on a grounded pole, but all you need is one U-clamp. I don't know how you're going to mount it. You just go to Home Depot, get a U-clamp, and mount it, drill a whole 2 holes in a piece of pipe you're going to mount it on. Or you make yourself a bracket, but I made you all that stuff.
Okay, Riley, but I can't find it right now. Somebody got into it like your stuff. Did you find all your stuff? I can't find it now, so I'm going to have to start with square one, Alex. I can't find it, okay? Let me repeat myself. I cannot find it. I don't know where it's at.
Where's it at? Where's it at, dude?
Yeah, perfect.
Where is it at?
Okay, so get a U-bowl and put it around the antenna. Then I got to drill a hole in my mast in.
Yeah, you can do it that way. That's probably the best. It can be fiberglass or not. Or you can make yourself, don't put the bracket on the end, you put it in the middle.
Okay, well, but see, my other one I bought from HRO, it's on the end, just like yours, and the bracket mounts on the end.
Oh, well, okay. I have one that mounts on the end, yeah, but I made that especially for little Alex. And here's what happens. When you get a 12-foot piece of tubing, and you make it 24 elements, you waste all the other tubing because you have to cut the 12-foot longer. So if you make a moon bounce array, they all cut them in half, and it's 6 foot long, and they mount them in the middle. Over.
So you want me to put you want me to put the bracket in the middle of the boom?
Of course. Is it fiberglass that you're on, or is it metal?
It's fiberglass, but does metal make a difference?
Yeah, if it's large, it'll skew the signal. So now what you can do is get you a piece of plexiglass, all right, and you make 2 clamps to hold the boom, and then and then you don't have to put a hole in your fiberglass.
Okay, I gotcha.
You got till 5 o'clock to get it done.
Thank you. I'm so relieved.
Well, I don't know. In fact, I made those out of vanilla.
Okay. I'll probably find them later, but right now I want to get it up because I got another coax 1.2 and I got a jumper cable for 1.2 and I got my coax switch, so now we can go horizontal, vertical, or ground plane. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do.
Okay, well, you mount that in the middle. Now, I can send you, they have some clamps. I'll show you these other clamps that you can buy. That's a 5/8 tubing mounting plate. Now, I'll show you, this is one way they do it. And, let's see here. Here's the way you do it. I'll send this to you. Heavy-duty mounting. You just make it smaller for that antenna. You make it out of PVC or plexiglass, or plexiglass, vanilla. And I made them for you that were vanilla, right?
You said that for the third time. You made them for me. Can you repeat it? You make it for me the fourth time? We know that, Alex. We know that. Send me the stuff so I can get going on here.
What is up with him? Wow, he's on one tonight.
That's what you think.
Oh boy. Natives are getting restless here tonight. Wow.
Yeah, Keith, I'm surprised you out here tonight, Keith.
I've been out here since 7 o'clock.
Okay, let me turn my mic gain. I have my mic gain down. Okay, there we go. Now you can hear me.
No, I can hear you. Yeah, I heard you just fine. I heard you yelling at Alex.
No, I was just talking to him.
Oh, that's what you call talking.
You betcha.
I just turned my volume down. Surprised Alex didn't hang up on you.
Okay, now I got to turn my computer on. See what he sent. See what he sent me.
Hey Alex, how you doing? I'm doing all right.
Well, how's your wife?
Oh, thanks for asking. She's doing a lot better. She she broke her wrist on Sunday, so yesterday we finally got to go to the specialist to have it. What do you call it? Where they I forget what the term is, but they mess with it and reset it. That's the word I'm looking for. And then they put a cast on it.
It'll be about 6 weeks, but
And we're hoping that heals all right, where she doesn't have to have surgery down the road. We're hoping that she does not have to have it. But it's the second time she's had a break on that same wrist.
There's some people sometimes when it goes wrong, they have to reset it again.
Yeah, that's exactly what he had to do. He had to reset it, and then he put the cast on. But she was without a cast for 3 solid days after she broke it.
Well, now she'll let you talk on the radio now. If you told her if she lets you talk on the radio on the mobile going up, you would have good luck.
Is that what it was? Yeah. Well, I tell you what, she's keeping my hands full because she's kind of helpless right now.
How do you like those new surgeries?
Yeah. But I'm back to work in a little over a week, so I'm just hoping that she gets to the point where she can, be more a little independent within that time.
Oh, great. Is the computer still on?
Yep, I'm looking at the mounting plates now.
Just one. I just did one.
By the way, Greg's out there also. Hey, Greg.
Good evening, everybody. Fred and Alex.
Okay, good evening.
I should do this properly. This is Greg, K6EGG. I'm in Cheeto.
Properly, yes.
2 miles from beautiful Chino Airport.
And if you want to do it real properly, if you really want to do it real properly, like a gentleman's agreement,
Yeah.
Greg should say, hey, this Saturday I'm paying that flows. Come on down.
And Fred's buying.
Greg, yes.
Yeah, you guys show up. Just tell it's on me. Yeah, sure.
Are they going to intercept us or take us out?
They'll take your money, Fred. You still got to try that Fullerton Airport one.
Yeah, there we go. I got another week.
As of now, I'm off Tuesday, Wednesday.
Tuesday, Wednesday of next week?
Yes. I'm actually off Monday too, but I'm going to the Newport Beach Pier.
Well, I know Wednesday I got to take my wife to the dock, I think. So maybe Tuesday would work if it's worked for you.
Possibly, yes.
Fred, Alex, you guys game?
What was that? I'm looking at this diagram. Go ahead on that again. Tuesday, what?
Maybe having breakfast at Fullerton Airport.
That sounds good. Tuesday?
Tentatively, we'll have to make sure it fits with everybody's schedule. I got to take my wife to the doctor. I think it's on Wednesday.
It would be a very, very late breakfast, maybe like lunch for me, if possible.
Yeah, because I was there a couple of weeks ago and I forgot what day it was and they were closed that day. I couldn't believe it.
Have like a brunch? Does that sound like what you're talking about, Greg?
Yeah, I got to rehab my surgery in the morning on Tuesday.
You have to go down to Costa Mesa?
No, I have to go to the gym. I got to spend about 90 minutes stretching and doing exercises and all that fun crap.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. That'd be great.
You had the hernia operation, right?
Yep.
You know Ron? He just had his yesterday.
How's he feeling?
Sore. He also had to go in an emergency.
Ew, that was like my last one. What did he have? The tangled up intestines?
Oh, that was his first one. It was just his birthday, and I went up there and bought him a birthday dinner. We just celebrated. The next day he's in the hospital.
That sucks. What day? So he had it yesterday, you said?
Yeah. Hey, Ron, you out there, W6AB?
He was calling you earlier, I think.
Yeah, well, he just had his operation. He said he couldn't believe it. He went in that night. Next morning, they were operating on him.
Hey, Fred?
Yeah.
Do you still have your, what do you call it, account over Greenfield?
Yeah, why?
Well, some of this, these things that use scaffolding, you know, it's the bolt pipes, you know, like a T. Those clamps will work good for antennas, and they have them at McMaster and cars. I just sent you one that, it's for anything, but you can mount it, but your, the 1296 boom is 5/8 diameter, so you want to get T-clamps for 5/8 diameter, and then you want to make a plate, you know, comparable in between there, and then make it so it'll fit around. You get two more clamps fit around your mast. That way you can turn it vertical or horizontal.
Right, I understand that part. But that's not the problem. Now, when that boom comes out and connects to my other boom, which is round, that's where the problem comes.
What are you talking about, your other boom?
Now, my mask on the rotor. I'm on the rotor, and the mask coming up. The
point the antenna straight up?
No, not the antenna, the mask.
The mask. Okay, you put the mask up vertically. All right. Well, these clamp to the mask is vertical and also clamp to the antenna. You get it?
Okay, let's start all over again. I have my 1.2 up there right now, horizontally clamped to the mast. That's not the problem, okay? Now, down below a foot, I want to mount this one, the 24 element. And I understand the bracket you got there now. Okay, that's not the problem. I can make that all up. It's 1.2, the connection to the bracket. Now, it's going all the way along. That's going horizontally over to my mask, which is above my rotor. Okay, how am I going to attach that? That's round. I can only get one hole in it.
Now, you have to send me a picture because you've got, now you say you're not trying to connect the two antennas, right?
No.
Okay. Well, the antenna you bought from HR Road had a butt mount, right?
Right.
But you requested the center mount, so we made them, over?
No, I didn't. I told you when you made mine, I wanted in mount.
No, you did not.
Okay, whatever.
You put it on a single mast because if you put it on, you were using a tire. And you were using the tire. If you stick out too far out, the tire go over.
Okay, but anyway, whether I put it on the end or the center, whatever, put it where you like it. That's not the problem.
Well, what is the problem?
Okay, let me start all over again. K6EGG. We got a rotor. You understand that? A rotor.
Yeah.
And now I put a mask in it. That's round, right?
Yeah.
That goes straight up for whatever feet I got it at. Mine's at 4 feet. You understand that?
Yeah.
I got an antenna already mounted on the top. That's okay. You understand that?
Yeah.
I want to come down with a foot or two and put the other one on. Now, that's the problem. I can mount the clamps like you showed me the picture. That's not the problem. To the antenna. No, that's not a problem. It's that piece that's from the antenna going over to my pole mounted on my rotor.
Piece of the antenna, you mean where the cable goes along the boom on the bottom and goes over to the mast that's in the sticking up out of the rotor?
Did I mention cable?
Well, I'm trying to. You got to send me a picture of what you're talking about because you're not explaining that right. It doesn't make any difference. You mount it on a boom, a foot underneath the other one, then you mount the coax to it and make a pigtail. You got to have flexible coax, but you have to have 4 clamps to mount that thing.
Wait a minute, let me start up. Did anybody hear me mention coax cable or cable? Anybody hear me mention that to Alex?
No.
Cable.
I didn't mention anything cable. I never said anything about a cable. I never talked about a coax. You're jumping the gun again.
I still don't see what you're talking about. It said, will that clamp work that I just sent you?
Okay, you got a pencil and paper?
No. I asked you
Get one.
You asked questions. I just sent you a picture of a clamp. Now, can you get one of those? You can find them at Granger, or you can make one up yourself out of plexiglass and go to Lowe's or HRO and get some clamps.
I know that. That's not the problem, getting the clamps. I can buy them at Ace Hardware and everything. I know that.
Then what is the problem?
I'm trying to explain it to you. You're not listening. Listen to what I say. Don't listen to what you think. Okay, we're on a rotor. You got the rotor? We're on a rotor. Yaesu rotor, ham 2, ham 5. Who cares whose rotor it is? I don't care. It's a rotor connected to AC, which we don't care about. And it's got a cable going to the rotor, which we don't care about. We got a rotor, okay? We put a mask on there, 5-foot mask, 4 foot, 3 foot, whatever you want. You understand? Okay, we got that part. I got antenna mounted on the top of 1.2. It's horizontal. That's okay. And that's a butt mount, and I got the clamps. And I got a coax cable.
Did he say butt?
Which we don't care about. That's not the problem. I'm coming down 1 or 2 feet and mounting another antenna. Okay. I see the clamps that you sent me. That's not the problem. The problem is when I clamp that clamp on that antenna, I need a flat strap, I guess, to go clamp
if you look at that, it's got 4 U-bolts. You got 2 small U-bolts for the antenna and 2 big U-bolts for the other mast. You get it?
Yeah, I see that. Okay, that's okay, the picture you sent me. But follow that piece of metal going over to my mast now. Is that what it's clamped to? Is that round or flat?
Mast is round, yeah.
No, I know my mask is round, but the clamp you sent me, the picture you sent me, the bottom piece, is that round or flat?
The picture I sent you. Well, just imagine those are round clamps. They're not square. That one's kind of got a little triangle in it for larger pieces of tubing, but it's the same thing if it was round, or if it's the same thing if it was square, or it's the same thing or whatever. And that piece of metal, don't make it out of metal. Make it out of plastic so it won't skew the signal.
I understand that, but I ain't worried about that part now. I'm worried about how to connect it. Okay, is that round or flat?
All right. This is a little bit of a cat fight here. Anybody watching the stream that's new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, please. Trying to get up to 200 subscribers before the end of this month of August here, 2021, for those of you that are not watching live. But I know some guys come back and probably skim through some of the stuff, older streams. So also, if you are new, or even if you're old, not saying you're old in age, but old to this channel, coming back to the channel, jump in, say hi in the chat. Always trying to figure out where people find us and who and where they're watching from. It'd be great to find out too. So this is great, K6EGG. I'm in the city of Chino. I'm 40 miles east of downtown Los Angeles. So gives you an idea if you're not from the area, not familiar with the area, where I'm located at. So once again, jump in, say hi, hit that subscribe button, would be much appreciated. Upgrading my stream here in the next couple days. You're gonna have a little clearer camera where you see me, a little better color. I might put some lighting in the background, give it a little depth of field, just so it's a little more, I don't know, professional. Although it looks okay right now, but it's a little grainy at night. You can tell, a little blurry, but it should be a little bit clearer. I'm also going to put up I'm going to use this camera that I'm going to have an extra camera of and put it in my back behind me, so you'll have an idea of how much, like a real-time feel of my ham shack. Well, kind of a wide shot, I guess. So looks like they're done cat fighting now. Maybe not. I don't know how long this is going to go on for. They're still going. So, once again, say hi in the chat. Maybe some local guys are listening.
That's why I want you to have a pencil paper so you can draw it out. You're missing the picture. I can put it either way, but when I do it either way...
Maybe they can have a Zoom meeting about this, and they can do little drawings and stuff, and work on colors and shapes next after this.
You're not following me.
There's no problem.
I hook up one end, the round mask, which is vertical, and I hook at a flat strap, which is vertical, and I'm going to go to the other end, and I need the other end of the strap to be horizontal to put my mask on.
Don't ask me. I'm lost.
I got lost 20 minutes ago.
Hey, Fred.
Yeah.
So you have a rotor, and you got 2 antennas you want to put on it. One is
I knew Curtis was sandbagging.
and the other one is a vertical antenna, right?
It's nice to hear him again.
So you're going to go up to where the rotor is, and you're going to have
Oh
a
boy,
mask or something,
this will get interesting.
whatever. But you need a T-bar to go horizontal, so you can put your beam on one end
and your vertical on the other. So I can visualize it, what you're talking about. So I know what you're talking about, Fred.
Well, if I do it that way, then I can go horizontal, vertical on that rod, or yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, you see, what I like to do, I like to use 1 1/4 PVC pipe, and then I cram 1 1/4 wooden dowel on the inside, and I glue it in. So if it was me doing that, I would probably, put a short mask, whatever it is, 3 feet, 5 feet, whatever, in the top of your rotor, and then put a T. You can buy a T from Home Depot or Lowe's, 1 1/4 T, and you can go 1 1/4 out one way with a round piece of PVC, and the other way with another 1 1/4 PVC. But the one where you're going to put your vertical, you would put a 90-degree glue-on elbow, but I would put bolts and nuts to the two just to hold it. That's how I would do it.
I understand what you're saying, and that will work. That will work. I have no problem with that. That's a different way of doing it, yes. But I already had mine on the mask already. I was just going to come down below and mount it. But maybe that's the way to do it. It simplified everything.
Yeah, I think if you do it any other way, you're probably going to have an imbalance on your rotor. But if you put like a T, like you normally see on a satellite antenna system, that would make it more balanced. I think your rotor would appreciate it just a little bit better.
Well, your way will work, yeah. Put a T up there, come out with a mask on one side, a mask on the other side of the T, and that way with the U-clamps, I can make it go horizontal or vertical. Yes, that will work. That will work. I have no problem with that. But did you see what I'm talking about when I'm coming down? I got to come out with a piece. I got to twist the metal because one part's got to be horizontal, the other part's going to be vertical to put my mask on. You see what I'm getting at?
Yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. I can visualize it. I can see, you would have to twist it with a torch or something and get it to work, how you want it to go. Now on my beam, I did use 1 1/4 gray electrical PVC pipe with an 1 1/4 wooden dowel glued on the inside, and that's how my mask is with my beam antenna. So I don't have any interaction, with the other elements, and it works great.
That'll work what you're talking about. Maybe I should do it that way. But anyway, you see what I was talking about. See, that's where Alex said he didn't understand. I got to twist the metal on one end. But the way you talked about it, Alex probably could understand that. That's simplified for his brain.
Well, I think Alex is used to doing, satellite antennas where you have a boom and then you have 2 meters on the outside, and then on the inside you have 70 centimeters or whatever. That's just the normal, typical way of putting, more than one antenna up, which I think that's the best way to go. But, you can do it your way too.
Well, K6EGG, Fred, I just sent you a copy of I flipped the picture for you to see how you could mount that on your mast. You put the beam in there like that, but you're complicating things you don't need to. Why, you just put a little clamp on there, or you can put one clamp around and drill through the mast, and that's it. And then when you tighten it and untighten it, when you want a vertical or horizontal.
Well, yeah, see that one you said? See, one is vertical, one is horizontal. Anyway, I got pizza here. I got to go. 10-6 West, thank God for pizza.
Curtis, I don't understand what he's trying to do. I don't think I'll send you what I sent him, and that's all he's got to do. Over.
Okay, yeah, I can visualize it as he was describing it, and I know in your mind how, I can see it both ways.
Well, I just sent you a copy of it just now, what I sent him. You make you up a little plate.
Well, that was a very interesting conversation that we were able to watch here, or listen to.
I made all that up
Anyways, thank you for watching as always. On about 3 times a week on the stream. And they're still going.
He didn't tell you that. Joe Curtis said he didn't use it.
I've never been so entertained. Alpha Bravo 6 Kilo X-ray.
How you doing out there?
Well, miserable. How about you?
Oh boy, this has been an interesting evening.
Yeah?
I hear you. Is that Ron out there?
I'm hearing somebody way out there.
No, it's Dave, Greg.
Oh, hey Dave, let me get you dialed in here.
Easy, tune up.
Can you slide up a little bit? Everybody seems to be a little higher tonight.
That's 0.
A little higher?
144250.
Everybody's CC low. Well, at least inside.
Try it now.
Yeah.
Go for it again, Dave.
6 Kilo X-ray.
I hear 2 people in there mixing. I hear Dave and I hear somebody else. I thought that was Ron.
Alpha Bravo 6 Kilo X-ray.
Curtis, you still there? Did you get my email?
Is that Dave?
Well, you make it out of phenolic or fiberglass or plexiglass, you know, and get some clamps and Lowe's or HRO, H-Hardware, whatever.
Dave, are you watching the stream right now? Yeah, there you are. I thought, you sounded off frequency. You sound like somebody else, actually. Want to slide up to 270. 144 270. Yeah, I'm gonna slide up to 270 real quick. AB6KX K6EGG. You make it up here?
K6EGG, AB6KX.
Give me a 5 count real quick.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I think I got you in there. Welcome to 2 meter sideband.
RIT.
I'm sorry I keyed with you, pal.
I'm wondering why I'm off frequency unless I have an RIT on.
Yeah, you're slid off quite a bit, actually.
Well, I'm still getting used to this radio, but I've been working some satellites with the elk antenna inside.
Inside?
Yeah, I make it TX really good. RX is a little bit on the weak side. So I'm getting some preamps set up, and I'm going to put the antenna outside.
Oh, I know what I'm hearing. I'm hearing myself and you're coming through your microphone there. Can you turn that down a little bit?
what the problem is I actually don't hear your signal on air really good, so I'm listening to you over YouTube.
Oh, I gotcha. That's weird because I have you coming in pretty good. Yeah, you might have some RIT switch or something. We got to get you hooked up with Sean, K6EGG. He's been working some satellites lately. You guys would probably get along pretty good. He just started getting into it the last couple of weeks. He's usually on this frequency or on 250, but he's on vacation this week.
That's not the guy I met with you at the Handfest, is it?
No, that was Keith. That was the WA6QXA. He's still down there. He might be up here.
Yeah, but it's been a lot of fun just dipping my feet into the waters here. But earlier today I made a contact on an SSB satellite to Wyoming.
That's a heck of a contact there, all the way to Wyoming, and it was a 2-meter satellite.
Well, it's both. Let's see. I think this one was transmit 2 meters, receive 70 centimeters.
Oh, it's a crossband repeat. I thought they were all like, or most of them were like just like a normal repeater, but I'm not too sure. I've never really, other than the ISS, haven't really discovered any satellite stuff yet. I've still been kind of doing a little bit of research, but I thought that they were mostly all in the same band.
Well, no, the ISS is dual band.
Yeah, I thought that was the only one that was dual band. So I guess that I don't know. I'm not familiar with them. That's what I thought.
No, I totally understand. Yeah, actually, there's other than APRS, they're all crossband. The only thing simplex is the APRS.
I got you. That's still on the ISS right now, if I'm correct.
Right now, the ISS is in APRS mode. That's correct.
I got a question about your QRZ page. There's a Green River Road address on there. That's not your current, is it?
That's where I live.
Oh, I thought you were off River Road in Corona.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's up on the other side of the freeway.
I was just by your house this morning.
If I would have known, I would have baked a cake.
Would you have been on the radio at 5:30 this morning when I was driving by?
Actually, the funny thing is my wife and I get up about 5 o'clock, 4:30 actually. She starts work at 5, I start work at 7:30, but we start our day real early.
Yeah, I usually get up to use the restroom and go roll back in the bed because I don't normally get to sleep till about 12 or 1 o'clock. But this morning we were on the air at this morning at like 10 a.m. I think.
Oh, you got a gig going on right now?
Yeah, I'm kind of back to almost full time right now. I've had 12 days in a row. I have 2 more, and then I got a couple days off. But yeah, it's pretty good to be back to work.
Oh, I'll bet. For many reasons, I'm sure.
Hopefully I can get some new radio stuff. I just ordered a new camera, sold some stuff on eBay. I had a sound mixer, Persona sound mixer I sold, and I'm going to use it to buy a, what's it called, a Sony A6000 for the stream here. What I'm talking, so I'm using like a little cheap little $20 webcam right now.
Well, it's not for nothing. It doesn't look good.
Got to look better. Got to try to be as clean as possible. Well, I'm going to try at least. By the way, so you cannot hear me over the air at all, but I hear you.
I think what it is inside the house, I have probably about an S9 noise level.
Oh, so you're using an inside the house antenna.
Yeah, I got my elk beam sitting here next to me on a tripod.
How many watts you putting out right now?
Right now I'm running about 40.
You sound. You're looking at my meter real time, so you know what you're doing signal-wise in my area. It's a bummer that you can't hear me. I know I've talked to people on 5.2 in that area, at least on the freeway. That is, I know they say they're passing Brandon's. Is that kind of where you're at?
I just put the polarity on that to see if I'll hear you better.
Whatever you did, I think you said something about polarity. I can't hear you now.
Yeah, I tried flipping the polarity to horizontal. It made it worse.
Yeah, that was not so good. You're right by Brandon's?
Right down the block.
I will not be taking the 71 this weekend. Apparently it's going to be closed, so I won't be passing by your place.
Did you have any contact with the recent brush fire up there?
No, I didn't know there was one.
Yeah, there was something along the 71. They had it closed down for a little bit.
I heard they had it closed, but I wasn't sure what it was. I know they had something closed off the 91 today. I can't remember the street, a bus cop fire or something, but I didn't think it was brush fire. But maybe it might have been a different incident.
Yeah, I saw the pictures of the bus burned up. That was severe.
Yeah, that made it a little difficult to get home this afternoon. I had to take side streets. I took State College all the way up to Lambert, and then Lambert through Carbon Canyon all the way into Chino Hills, and just down Peyton and Chino Hills Parkway.
Right on. So we'll have to arrange a sit-down, catch up on that meal we didn't get to have last time.
Yeah, a couple of us were in the early talking and planning stages of maybe Tuesday down, and I don't know how your work schedule is, Tuesday late morning down in Fullerton. That just depends. A lot of those guys, some of those guys are retired, and Keith is a teacher, so he's off for like another week.
No, I'm on 7:30 to 5, Monday through Friday.
That is a bummer. So we'll have to figure something else out. I'm going to slide back down to 144, 250 to see if some of those guys can hear you in there.
Right on. I'll meet you on down there.
Copy that. Greg, K6EGG QSY 144250, upper sideband.
IC-9700 hooked up right now, but I could like hook it up in 5 minutes. You want me to like try it out with you?
Yeah, well, you know, I got my my hotspot. I have it set on. Let's see, what is it? It's 444. I have to look and see my settings. I use 440 to get into my hotspot, so I am monitoring it right now at the same time that I'm talking on 2-meter sideband.
Monitoring 14 Charlie or the 31?
Right now, I'm connected to 14 Charlie.
Okay, well, if you're going to be around a while...
Hey, anybody new watching on the stream, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Trying to get to 200 subscribers, excuse me, by the end of August.
I am monitoring it right now. Let me turn the volume up a little bit. Plus, I have a software program that connects my hotspot so I can see anybody who logs into it or chunks the system. So, yeah, if you want to do that, I'm listening right now.
Okay, I'll take a standby and hook it up. I see that Greg's back, so maybe you can say hi to him in the meantime or whatever. So this will be WA6QXA. We'll take a standby. Hey, Curtis. This is Greg, K6EGG. And Keith, I was just talking to Dave, AB6KX, that met us over at the Claremont swap meet. I couldn't hardly hear him, but yeah, okay, now I know who you're talking about. Perfect. All right, I'm going to take a standby. Go ahead and talk to Curtis. That was a perfect double.
Okay, yeah, I was just saying I could not hear Dave, so he's just too far from me or bad location, or I'm in a bad location.
How about a trifecta?
Oh, there you are, John. I can hear John. Everybody can hear John.
Is Keith back home again?
Dave, can you hear these guys right now? If you're still listening to the stream,
Keith is back home. His wife.
Can you hear these guys through the air?
Day 2 of their vacation. Fell.
Wrong fader.
Hiking and broke her wrist, so they came home.
Oh, wow. I was wondering why I wasn't hearing them. That's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. KG6USS.
Of course, you know, if you break a bone up in the mountains, you don't want to go to those little dinky, first aid places. You want to go to your own doctor down the hill. So they just drove home, and I think went to the doctor a couple days later.
Oh, that's a shame. I'm sorry to hear that. Oh well, I just thought I'd jump in and say howdy.
Okay, howdy, KG6USS AJ60. Hopefully, Greg can hear you.
Loud and clear here in the city of Chino, and we got some people watching on YouTube.
Cool. Yeah, he bought me another antenna today. Bought me a Moonraker 4000 for my 11 meter, and I'm going to swap out the Stereo and put that one up instead.
Isn't that a 4-element beam?
No, it's a vertical with a ground plane loop on it. It's a huge freaking antenna. It's probably 30 foot tall. It's got what do they call it, a gamma match on it, and it's a big antenna. It's pretty tall.
Okay, yeah, I can, in my mind, I can see those things. The round loop gamma match doodad. Yeah, I've seen those before. They're pretty good antennas. So all the Moonraker stuff. I liked the Moonraker 4 many years ago, and then the PDL quads. So yeah, they make really good antennas.
Yeah, my the guy that runs the 3D shop over here in over here in this area, he had it on the up on the roof. He just took it down and put another antenna up, and asked me if I'd like it, and I said, yeah, I'll take it. So it's got some work that needs to be done to it, but we'll get it up and running and see how that does.
Well, that ought to be fun, putting up a 30-foot tall vertical. Yeah, those are always fun, especially if you're going to put it on a mast. Then it even makes it more fun.
Yeah, I might take a section out of one of my masts that I put that Sorio dipole up on. I'm going to take that off and set it off to the side and put that moonraker up instead and see how that works. I'm not real happy with the performance on that Sorio. Sorry I spent the money on it.
Well, you'll find out that most ham radio operators have been around for years. They have all kinds of stuff laying around that they discovered. Well, it's not exactly what I thought it was, so I'll just pot it over here behind the garage, and I'll buy me another antenna.
Yep, you guys got me going. I got the needle in my arm.
Feels good, doesn't it?
Oh, buddy. Every time I spend the money.
Yeah, I'm trying to cool it at the moment, but today I was thinking, boy, I really need a little D-Star handy talkie. So I've been eyeballing those. So right at the moment, I'm not going to buy one. I probably will.
Copy. Greg, you're monitoring all this, right?
Yeah, real quick. Do you guys have a copy on AB6KX? He's over in Corona. He was just trying to break in.
Go ahead, AB6KX. I'm not hearing it, but try it again.
Try it again, Dave.
Alpha Bravo 6 Kilo X-ray. I have my beam pointed north, so they probably won't hear me.
It doesn't sound like you guys hear him there. He has his beam pointed north, and he's in City Corona off the 91.
Wow, we should be able to hear him. Let's, Cruz, are you able to swing you toward him?
Yeah, I have right now I'm on my vertical, but I flipped over to my beam, and I can just barely tell somebody's talking, but I'm sure if he had his beam pointed towards Cajon Pass, I should be able to hear him.
Yeah, hold on. Can you hear us, Greg?
Let him know that my beam is inside.
He just mentioned his beam is inside, so I think he might be HOA restricted.
Oh, copy that. Too bad. But he can hear us all right?
I believe so, and I also think he's watching on the stream as well. I actually, I wouldn't say met up. I actually met up with him at the ham radio swap meet, but he contacted me after he heard me on the ISS a couple weeks ago, about a month ago or so.
Cool. That's too bad. Yeah, if he swung more east, he might, I mean, if he can do that, if he can push his beam, eastward toward San Bernardino, he might be able to hit us better.
This is AB6KX. Do you have any better copy?
He moved his antenna a little bit. Do you guys have a copy at all?
I don't. KG6USS.
Is he vertical or horizontal?
Vertical.
Well, I heard him a moment ago.
Too bad. A2A restricted. That's nonsense. Too bad.
Yeah, Dave, if you're listening, unfortunately they don't have a copy on you about it, buddy.
No worries, we'll have it outside soon.
So no worries, he's going to try to get her outside soon. So maybe that will make the difference.
Yeah, he's just about an S1, right at the noise floor for me. This is Larry N9Q over in Harbor City.
Hey, Larry, out there in Harbor City, you sound loud and clear as always in the city of Chino. This is Greg, K6EGG.
Yeah, hey, Greg, and everybody. I was just over on DMR chatting for quite a while and had the volume down here, so I thought I'd drop by and say howdy.
Excellent. We have a AJ60 out in the high desert, as well as John K6 USS out in Phelan, as well as the high desert.
Yeah, we're going to hand the call sign there in Harbor City, N6 what?
November 9, Quebec Echo, N9QE, Larry.
Yeah, November 9, Quebec, Echo, KG6 USS. I heard you last night on BozoNet there.
Oh yeah, I try to check in faithfully on Wednesday and Sunday, so Bozo number there is 197 on my side.
Copy, 831 here.
Yeah, I hear you. You're pretty faithful for the net too. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, there was another guy that lives down your way there that I talked to. Oh gosh, he's down in the South Bay there, off of the 90. I cannot remember his call sign, and I thought that was you there.
Oh, okay. There's a guy named Al, K6AL. He checks in every once in a while, maybe, and he's over in Santa Monica. I'm Harbor City's over by the port, San Pedro.
Sorry about that, guys watching.
Yeah, okay, I'll be right back. I might chat with you guys for a little bit. I got to take a break. I've been on the radio here for at least 2.5 hours, so I'll be right back. N9QE.
I've been on the radio 2.5 hours and streaming too.
And I see you got 193 subscribers too.
Inching my way up to 200. I wanted to get there by the end of the month. It's obtainable now. I didn't think I'd get there, but we're getting very close.
Yeah, we've kind of missed you in the last few days there, Greg.
Did I miss some good conversations?
We missed you. No streaming.
Sorry, I'll be on a little more next week. I know I should be on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday at least, maybe Wednesday. Then I'm working the weekend, but my work schedule slows down a little bit after this.
How you doing with your post-op situation?
I'm pretty sore still. My right side, something with the muscles are kind of tweaked. I can do a lot of normal stuff, but it still kind of hurts, like my hip and stuff, hip flexor and everything. But hopefully you will get there.
Well, I couldn't imagine going through all that.
I think Ron just had his hernia surgery yesterday. He had to have an emergency one.
I'm fortunate. I'm so glad I never had to go through all that nonsense.
I really hope I don't have to have another surgery, which it's starting to feel like I might have to, but we'll find out here. Because I think I have some nerve damage or something going on with my right side. But I don't wish this upon anybody, and you are very lucky.
Yeah, I drove truck all my life, and all the weird nonsense that I did, and jumping up and down, and lifting, and stretching, and all that. I'm so fortunate that I never injured myself. I'm 67 years old, and I can do more than most people at half my age.
And do you hear that weird noise in there?
Yeah, it sounds like a ship. K6EGG.
K6EGG, City of Chino.
This WA6QXA. Hey, Curtis, you still out there? AJ60?
Yes, sirree, Bob.
You want to give it a shot? I finally got things hooked up. Sorry it took so long.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah, all I got to do is push one button and I'm there.
Okay, well, let's try it. If we don't hear each other within a few minutes, come back here and see if we can figure it out.
Okay. AJ60QSY. I'll be right back.
Same here, WA6QXY.
Where you guys going to?
D-Star.
D-Star what?
We're trying to hide from you, Fred.
What, Simplex?
No.
Take care, John.
Charlie 14, whatever. 14, Charlie.
Fred? Yeah, who's repeater?
Gabe. Curtis wants to try it out.
Fred? On Dave's?
Gabe's. I think Alex was talking to you.
Oh, Gabe's repeater. Okay, I got it. K6 West.
Hey, Fred?
What?
Well, how are you going to mount it in the rear or in the middle?
Here we go again. Should get interesting.
No, I didn't know what you're going to do, middle or the rear.
I like to mount it on the end, but you didn't allow enough room on the end there for never mind, K6 West.
That's really easy to do. All you need is a little plate. You just put 2 clamps on it and then put a little clamp on there and mount it with 2 other clamps on the middle. It's easy.
I got it, K6 West.
Because that's the way it was designed.
K6 West, I got it.
Got quiet out here. What kind of ship?
I'm sorry. I thought I was talking on the stream. I'm kind of tired. Yeah, what What was that? Sounds very strange. Sounds like kind of like electronic almost. That was coming through the air, but it wasn't. Didn't sound like somebody had a microphone to a horn to me. But who knows? I've heard some weird stuff going on here lately. Get some people making some noises too every once in a while. But anyways, this is Greg, K6EGG from the city of Chino. About 2 hours and 45 minutes in my stream. Don't know how much longer I'm going to last. Hey, John. K6OQA. Where you located at here? Let's look you up here. Oh, hey, that's right. That sounded familiar. I do remember, John. I have you on my sheet right here. You can read that there. Not exactly the best way to keep track of some call letters, but I don't like doing it digitally. That's strange. Yeah, I do remember. I think you were 71 or something like that, up to 15. I can't remember exactly which way you were going. But thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I try to come on here about 3 days a week, depending on my work schedule. When I'm off, sometimes I come on a lot earlier too. I put it on in the afternoon when I talk to you. I think the last time. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Much would be appreciated. I'm trying to get to 200 subscribers. I'm not trying to sell anything like that other than some good old-fashioned ham radio. So, getting a little late for me right now. I'm usually on a little bit later, but I had a very early morning this morning. So, and I gotta flip my days on my work schedule to nights because I'll be getting off about 11 p.m. tomorrow night, as opposed to me being at work at 6 a.m. this morning. See if anybody's on frequency. Do you have a 2-meter sideband?
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf monitoring. Anybody still left here on frequency?
Oh, yeah, you're not too far away. That was not too far away from me, or it's not too far away from me right now. I actually lived on the other side of the Wash off of San Antonio Riverside Drive, so very familiar with that. Yep. That used to be the cool stuff. All the cool people lived over there. I remember on Christmas Tree Lane area. Bummer. Gotta get some sideband. Sideband's becoming popular again. Trying to make it popular again. Make sideband popular again. Yeah, it's definitely died off. A couple of the houses are dark. We still go. I went through there with my daughter last year. There wasn't much going on because of the COVID deal, but I remember when I was younger, driving, I think it was eastbound, because we'd get off. I grew up off of campus in Philadelphia. I remember seeing the big giant Christmas tree that was on top of the house right there. I think at the end of the cul-de-sac, I believe. And I always begged my parents, you got to drive through there. And they didn't want to drive through there because it was like an hour wait to get through the whole thing. I think now it's not as bad, but at least last year when I did it wasn't as bad. They had people selling hot chocolate and all that stuff. There's not too many people put out the big Christmas displays like that. I think there's one in Upland off of, I think Grove and 4th Street or something like that, or not Grove, Vineyard. Starting to die off here myself. Yeah, it was. It was cool. I think I grew up. I don't know how old you are, but I'm guessing it sounds like you're close to the same age as I am. I'm 46, so I'm going to be 46 in a couple weeks. But yeah, after high school, 1993, we'd go over there. I know a couple Friday nights before Christmas, it was pretty popular just to check out all the people and be a part of things and stuff like that. It was kind of cool. But I remember at the end of the 90s, it really started going downhill. Kind of bums me out a little bit because it was nice. It was close to our house, so it's easy to get to. A little quiet tonight on the frequency, so I think I'm gonna call it a night as far as streaming goes. And I got to get into bed here because I've been up for like 20 hours. Feels like. Anyways, John, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Not too many. As you get older, 10-year difference isn't a big deal. Have a good evening there, John. Thanks again for stopping by. That was John. K6EGG. Hold on. No. That's not it. K6OQA. I talked to him on the 60 freeway. I believe he was heading eastbound on 146-520. So thanks for stopping by, and it looks like you subscribed there. I appreciate that. So anyways, I'm going to say goodnight on the frequency, and then I'll say goodnight to the stream.
Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf. Anybody back over here?
I never went away in 6GGI.
You're always here, but I wanted to let you know I was going to take off, and whoever else was listening. So, Alex, you take care. N6JGI, K6EGG.
So I'm going to call the stream a night. Thanks again for watching. A little quiet out there. Added a new camera. Probably the next time I come on, in theory, this camera right here that I'm talking into should be a little bit clearer. You're not going to see the graininess in the black. Looks like I have a dead spot. I don't know, maybe the dead spot right here. A pixel. Maybe not. So kind of upgrading my stream a little bit. Going to be full 1080p. I'm not broadcasting. I am in 1080p, but the cameras I'm talking into are not. So this will be a lot clearer, and I'm going to move this camera I'm talking into be a lot clearer. Then I'm going to upconvert the one that's pointing on the radio, which you see right here. So it might be a little bit clearer. The next step after that is to get a new computer, which will probably, hopefully happen by the end of the year, depending on how I'm doing on work. My back is playing a number on me. So Anyways, once again, thanks for watching the stream tonight. I really appreciate it. I'm looking in the old place the camera used to be, so now I got to look right here. I appreciate you all watching, and a couple new subscribers out there. John that came on over that I talked to a couple. I think it was on Saturday or no, it was Sunday. It was Sunday night. Maybe no. I can't remember. It was. Oh wait, I got it written down here. Wow, that was the 26th. That was like 2 weeks ago almost. So, thanks again for watching. I appreciate it. Take care. I should be back Sunday night, depending on how things go. And this camera will look a lot better. So, we'll see how it goes. Anyways, have a good night. This is Greg, K6EGG.